evening. We're on Down Outdoor Adventures in the kitchen. I went fishing the other day, and I had a couple people wanted me to show them some of my cooking skills or recipes. So I caught a big channel cat, and what I like to do is I trim the red meat off of him, and then I'll do a few more things here showing you how to prepare. This time we're doing some baked catfish, channel cat. So right now I just trimmed some of the red meat off. This right here is all the fat and red meat that the fish has on him. That's where the mud vein and all that stuff. But you take a sharp knife and just cut that red section out of there. And that's what I'm doing, making a nice, a real thin fillet to get all that little red meat off there. And some of it you can leave in there. But when I get to this point, I kind of turn my knife sideways and cut at an angle to try to get that red meat out of there. And see, once I do that, it pretty much comes out of there. Like I said, you might have a little bit left in there, but it all comes out. So what I'm gonna do now, that fillet is pretty much ready to go. It's nice and thick, pretty white. What I'm gonna do now is get ready to season it, get that little white part out of there. A little bone right there. Right here is a little fat. I'm gonna trim that off the bottom part of that fillet. And all that's going into the trash. And so now you got a nice fillet here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some small cuts, not all the way through, just to kind of tenderize it a little bit. And what I'm gonna come in with is I got a little sage here. I'm gonna put on there just a little bit. Oh, it's not even open yet. So I don't think I got one up here that's open. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna put a little sage on it just to give it a little color. That's about all I want on there. About that much right there. Pat it in. Then I'm gonna come in with a little lemon pepper. Just a little lemon pepper I'm gonna put on there, give it a little lemony flavor. Just a little bit. Notice I'm doing this with one side. I'm gonna put most of my seasoning on. I don't have hardly any salt I'm putting on this. My salt will be in this one. I'm using this is Amazing Burger. It's got a little salt in it, and it's got a little smoke flavor that I'm putting on there also. Pat that in, be like a rub. Then I'm gonna come back in with a little garlic powder. Put that on there. Ooh, that's looking good. Then I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna do a little garlic on this side, heavy. Garlic powder, because there's no salt in there. Then I'm gonna come back in with this paprika, this burger seasoning. Got that on there. Then I'm gonna spray my aluminum foil over here with Pam so it won't stick. The fish don't take that long to cook. It don't take that long to cook. So now we got our fish ready. It's looking good. We're gonna lay it in the pan, about like that. All right. We got another one we're gonna do. Same thing. We're gonna trim that red meat off of there. Some thin fillet. All that red and fat meat off of there. Taking it off. Turn your knife a little at an angle. Come in and get that red meat out of there. And I'm gonna come down the side on this one and make a strip. Just make a long strip. Get that out of there. A little bit up here. make little cuts, like I said, so that it can cut through there. Get that out of there. Same thing, I'm gonna put a little bit of this on there this time. On this one, this particular one, I'm gonna use Slap Your Mama because my wife likes hot. So we're gonna put some Slap Your Mama on there. It's got salt in it already, so we'll give it a kick. There you go. Slap Your Mama's on there. I did strips on that, so we'll know what she's getting. Alright, now I'm gonna come in with some I got some fresh basil the other day. Gonna chop some of that up on there. I'm gonna lay this up under there. Just gonna cut it up. Gonna roll it, then just cut it something like this. So we get that nice basil flavor up under the fish. So like I said, I'm gonna lay it up under here so I can kind of get those flavors in there with it. Get a little more. You can really smell that. So like I said, I'm just going to cut a few of them up, stick them under there. The fish don't take that long to cook, so a couple brown pieces on there. It don't take that long to cook, so you should have a nice basil flavor on that back side. Kind of a bed of basil. And then I like to spray the whole thing again on top so it won't dry out. Now it's ready for the oven. Probably good. I got it set on 360. So we're gonna stick it in here probably about, say about 25 minutes and see what we got. All right, we'll see you in a little while for the taste test. All right, we'll see you in a little bit on Don Outdoor Adventures in the kitchen.